What's up, Clanimals? This is Sean. What's up, guys? I am on my little mini account here, as you can see, making some headway. Look at this bad boy. I mean, it looks pretty good out there. Eventually, I'm going to be our #1 again. Kyle better watch his shit. He's not going to stay up there in, what do the race car, NASCAR people call it? Something pole? He's not going to be up there at the pole for long. Whatever. Okay. Let's look, we're going to look at some replays from this Heartbreaker here. Clip asked for some, failure videos where I kind of look at maybe what went wrong, what could have been done better, and I thought, hey, what better than to do it in a war that we lost? Because apparently we could have done some stuff better. Granted, they were absolutely... I mean, they weren't exactly fair play, I don't think. So I think there was probably some cheating going on. I don't know if it's cheating, I don't know, but definitely not fair play. In any case, I thought we could I thought we'd open with one of my failures so that we can... I don't want to leave myself out of this because there's lots of times that I could be way better than I am. So let's start with me. And I'll just kind of give you a breakdown of what I thought was going to work. We'll play it, and I'll kind of explain as it plays why it was not going to work. So, my plan... let me zoom out of here a little bit so we can kind of get a big picture. My plan was basically to... I was going to hog it. I was going to hog it with some back-end loons because, I mean, if you can see, the air defenses are all kind of in this center area. And I figured, hey, as long as my hogs can get through here, to path through here, down, whatever, they could take care of all the air defenses, no problem. I could just drop some loons around the back end, they'd clean up, my kill squad would get to the town hall, and that would be that. Kind of skeptical about that plan, obviously, but I thought it was my best bet, given the fact that there didn't seem to be a real path around these double giant bomb positions here, and I didn't know where they were, so I wasn't sure if they were, here, so the path from the air defense to the wizard tower would be giant bombs, or if they were here, so a path up from the archer tower to the wizard tower were going to be giant bombs. So in order to take both of those paths out, I would have had to take out this archer tower, this cannon, and this wizard tower on both sides to get rid of the double giant bomb positions. And I just didn't see a way where I could do that effectively and to do it with, to do it efficiently enough and cheap enough. In order to, make it worthwhile, especially because I have these defenses here too, that anything I do is also going to latch onto those. If I hog, there's that problem. So I didn't see a way that I could do that successfully to get around those double giant bombs, so I thought, okay, I'll just send enough hogs to get through the main portion of the base, kill these air defenses, probably die on the double giant bombs, and then I'll just loon the back end, and that'll be that. Of course, it didn't work out that way, and I'll kind of show why. But luring with 3 loons here was the plan. I may have actually sent 4 just in case, and I think I even had to send a hog later. But trying to take both these out and get the lure, I'm not sure that happened. I dropped a couple loons here just to create a space for my kill squad. There's 2 archer towers potentially shooting your kill squad up here. And that could really mess up a raid. I know there's been a few times where we've been trying to get the lure, get the kill, and a mortar is splashing us or something, and it, one mortar shot takes out all of your skellies. So that's the difference usually between your witches surviving and them not surviving. So on the whole, I try to stay away from splash damage if I can, and even create myself a little extra space like I did here. So I'll kind of watch it, we'll go through it, and I'll explain kind of what went wrong and whatnot. So you can see here just 2 loons to take out that archer tower, 4 loons here to take this out. I was also trying to take this out and get the lure, but I just don't think it happened. I don't think I had the ponies for that. I sent in an extra hog here thinking I was going to get the whole thing, and as right now I'm looking, I don't see the witch here. So I'm like, shit, I got to send in another hog. So I dropped one there, which was a horrible place to drop it, but it ended up working out okay. There's the witch. I literally had one thing left, and that was the witch. So now I see I got her. I start my raid. I drop the archer for the anchor. Barbs immediately. So as these archers in the kill squad is coming to meet me, I already drop my barbs and let them just walk down, because I do not in any manner want to be backed up into this corner, because that's how you get shit on. So I try always to let my barbs walk out to meet them and then drop my shit behind, so that they have a little space to work. The archer queen can move up, the witches have time to spawn skellies, all that jazz. So that went okay. The witch is, of course, always fucking slow getting out of there, but whatever, you kind of got to deal with that. Wizzy over here for the funnel, natural funnel break there. I dropped a mini here, and that was because there's only a cannon. This archer tower and this archer tower just couldn't reach him, so that was a free, I saved 2 troop space there. Dropped the golem pretty early. King followed up immediately because this archer queen was so exposed. That was no problem at all. You can see this Wizzy just MVP over here cleaning up all that stuff. King goes in, and right now I drop the hogs. So in hindsight, I'd bring a few less hogs going down this center pathway. No loons, and I'll kind of show you why in a second. So I heal both sides right here just to make sure I can get them both to survive. I don't think I've lost the hog yet. I may have lost 1 or 2, but I pretty much got all of the hogs I began with. So you can see here, tripped that double giant bomb. They were donezo. Over here I only tripped 1, and then I tripped the second one, so I was able to save 3 hogs, but I lost 1 to a spring trap. This actually goes down, which was great, but there's this archer tower still up. You got hit with some traps down here. I don't think you can see that actually, and that's my bad. Just didn't have enough to get down. These Teslas just kind of, those popped and really wrecked my stuff. So that was, it's just, just ran out of juice here. Have pretty much almost a full health king, almost a full health queen, but they're caught up on trash buildings and on walls. So what are you gonna do? Nothing you can do really. For some reason, all these guys decide to move up here instead of just taking out, that tower from away. But I don't know. Mechanics sometimes in the game don't make a ton of sense. So, and you can see my time is just slowly expiring. Queen on a wall, like usual. Just ran out of juice. So what we learned from that attack basically is that instead of loons, and I'm just going to scout this base out for you. Instead of loons, it made sense. There was just too much DPS down here. 2 Teslas, Tesla here, Tesla here. This archer tower was still up. This archer tower, this archer tower, and I think, I think these wizard towers went down. But I mean that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus. I think there were 2 black bombs, seeking air mines down here, and that just I only had 6 loons or so, 6 or 7 maybe, and 2 of them were gone because of the air mines. And they just are too slow to kill archer towers when they have so much time to shoot at them, with Teslas backing them up. So needed more loons but didn't have the space. So Kyle basically attacked this again, did a better job, got 2 stars. So that was great. That was a good cleanup. I want to show, that was just kind of to start us off so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to do. I want to show another one. I want to show, let's see here. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Cody. It was Cody, I remember now. Just a goddamn beautiful attack. Such a good attack. Ended up with a 96% 2-star. Just fucking heartbreaking. So this base, I mean, I was talking to Cody about it beforehand, and he's like, "How do you? What would you do? What are you going to do in this base?" Um, and I said, "Look at the core. All of his air defenses are in here, all of them. Um, that's horrible base design. Okay, that's a Town Hall 8 maneuver in order to try to prevent a dragon raid. Centralize your CC and put all of your air defenses in the center, probably surrounded by some good spring traps and other nasty shit. But that just doesn't work with a well planned attack like Cody had. Um, so you can see his build down there: 18 loons, 15 hogs. He had 6 hogs in the CC, or no, I'm sorry, 5 hogs in the CC, 3 heals. So I'll just kind of explain what he does. He ends up trying to make a. You know what? Let's just watch it. Let's watch it, and I'll commentate on the way. So hogs down here. He's just creating his funnel. Specifically his hog funnel. So he's taking out the defensive buildings and getting the clan castle lure, and he's taking out the defensive buildings that are going to cause him problems when he wants to move his next pack of hogs into the core. So you can see he drops a barb down here. Has a little trouble with the kill, not the lure. Did lure just fine. Has a little trouble with the kill because he didn't bring. I mean, he's got 8 wizards, but he doesn't have any Barch to distract these troops while the wizards spawn, if that makes sense. You know, wizards take a second to load up. You'll see here, you know, doesn't get a shot off. He gets one shot off, he misses. This guy, you know, comes back, he gets a few of them. Cody's going to come back with another one, but every time a closer target appears, they have to retarget. So finally he drops just a few of them right behind them and takes care of them no problem. Drops one more to take care of that witch. She gets some more skellies, but no problem. Okay, but now he's out of wizards. He's out of wizzies now because it took way more than he thought. He thought it was only going to take 4 or so. So here come the rest of the hogs. So he drops 1 pack there. He drops the rest of them here. And if you can see the pathing right now, it's pretty clear what they're going to do. This is not as close as this direction. This direction is not as close as this. So he successfully, by taking out this defense, I don't even think he needed to take out over here, but, you know, it didn't matter. That was fine. But taking out this one specifically and this one right here, he allowed his hogs to take out only 1 more defense and then pound to the center, effectively pathing his hogs exactly where he wanted them to go, which is just excellent. That's fucking great. First heal is just perfect heal. He gets every single one of his hogs, and then he just keeps them healed. He's not sure what's in there, not sure about spring traps and stuff. It looks like the guy actually didn't have any, which is really good. So Cody's hogs just tear through all that center. So now the center's gone. As soon as the hogs actually, so I mean, they went from this air defense through these mortars to the second air defense. As they are killing these air defenses, Cody should have been dropping his 18 loons down here. He should have been spreading them, 2 on each defense, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then the rest just kind of saving the bag for cleanup, honestly. He didn't know where air traps were, so you save them and you can spread them out as needed. But as your hogs get onto these and you can tell that it's inevitable, those air defenses are going down, you need to be dropping your loons on the back end because they are just so fucking slow. And they just need time to go through the air. So as you can see here, his hogs are already out of the core. They've killed the mortars too. They're now out of the core. He drops his king. He still hasn't dropped. So now these start coming in. Starts targeting defenses. But you can see he's only got a minute left. He's got a minute left. He's got a ton of loons, so he starts dropping these down here, which work great for him. They do a little double duty cleanup because as soon as all those defenses go down, just, you know, next building near them, they just start wreaking havoc on. So it looks like at this point I thought he had it in the bag. I'm like, he's got every one of his loons. He maybe lost 1 loon to an air mine or something, but that's it. He's got every one of his loons, but they're just too slow. You can see him start. Man, it just sucks because this was such a great attack. They're just too slow though. they all bunch up. That's just what loons fucking do. They want to bunch up, and then they're just not gonna make it. He just runs out of time. So honestly, the only things I would change from this attack, I would not have taken out this, and I would have dropped those loons probably 20 seconds earlier. And that was a 3-star. It was such a beautiful attack, and the reason I wanted to look at that attack was because I imagine that we're going to see a lot more of, a lot more of those kinds of bases at Town Hall 8. In bases kind of like this. I'll show you number 10 just because I think that one had a similar base. Sorry, my internet's a little sluggish here. It had a very similar base, yeah, and we've seen this base before too. Tyler, I think, go wiped it once or something, just shit on a kid. I think he had just turned Town Hall 9, so he didn't have any Town Hall 9 troops yet, but I mean, this is kind of, right now, this is where Town Hall 8s are going. They're going with cored air defenses and other air kind of things, other air defenses that aren't literally an air defense, and allowing those to really pick away at dragons around high health buildings. But they are so susceptible to hogs. So susceptible to hogs. So if you can figure out a way like Cody did to get your hogs into a base like that, we'll look at number 8. They're 7 through 10 all had the same kind of base. I mean, look at that. Core to ADs, susceptible to hogs. If you can figure out a way to get your hogs to path in to the defenses, so like on this base, what you do is, I'm sure there's a Tesla here. I don't remember this replay, but Cody, I think, tried and didn't end up working. I'm sure there's a Tesla there, so I would drop, 5 hogs, maybe 6 hogs, I don't know. Enough hogs to go here and then go here, and have a few left over to go here, and then to get the lure as well. Maybe that takes 10, maybe it takes 12. Not sure at this point because I don't have level 2 hogs anymore, so I don't know what it takes to take down a defense. But look at this base. Like, once these 3 defenses, assuming there's a Tesla here, are down, you drop your hogs here, they are just going to run straight in. Or drop them, better yet, over here. They're just going to run straight in, because this is a closer, that's closer than this. It's closer than, there's probably a Tesla here. It's closer than this. That space is closer. So, something to think about. I'd love to see, I know a lot of us at Town Hall 8, only have level 2 hogs. I mean, my mini account literally has like my best unit's a giant right now, like a level 1 giant. So I know it's an upgrade fest, and it's shitty because, it's literally how much your troops are upgraded is basically how well you do in the war. So get those hogs upgraded, get those loons upgraded. I think we're going to see a lot more of this as a clan, a lot more of this nonsense in the center. And if we can start getting kind of proficient with hogs, proficient with seeing how the hogs are going to path, and exploiting these kinds of bases, we are going to 3-star all of their bottom guys every single war, because it's just too hard to defend against that kind of strategic placement of hogs. They're just too good at this level. And it's a good alternative to dragons. I mean, a base like this is specifically constructed to prevent a dragon raid. All of these, look at these high health buildings, right in the range of the defenses, right in the range of the air defenses. I mean, that's why these are there. Your dragons come in and they get caught up on this shit, and the air defenses just pummel them. They just destroy them, and you end up with I don't know, like a 60% 1-star, and that's just, it sucks because it's a Town Hall 8, and you want to be able to 3-star those so we can have as many attacks as we can to 3-star other bases. So. One thing to think about the hogs, strategic hog placement, with maybe some back-end loons, even some back-end dragons. I saw a guy use that once in a clan I was in, and it works pretty well. But on the whole, I kind of want to see us move away from go wipe strategies, other strategies that kind of just try to brute force their way in and hope things work out in their favor, because those strategies they leave way too much to chance. And if you can, path your hogs and make giant bomb placement. I mean, I'm sure there's some here, and who knows? There's only 3, so one of those spots doesn't have one. But yeah, guys, strategic hog placement. I'd watch the replay from this war from Cody, not this one, but his number 9 attack. If you just want to get an idea of what that looks like, I showed it earlier, but yeah, let's try to do more of that. I think this is a really exciting time for our clan because aside from the Albanian cheaters, we have a really sweet group of guys and Sarah that are really kind of hitting their prime all at the same time, which is awesome. So, I mean, Timothy, Connor, Cody, Clip, like everybody's starting to learn how to hog, how to loon, and kind of do these new attacks. And so, if we can just start perfecting those and kind of getting more consistent, I think we're going to do awesome. So, all right, guys, I made this video way too fucking long, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll throw it on YouTube tonight, so I know Clip wanted to see something like this, so I'll let him look at that. But all right, guys, have a good one. Peace.